Hey guys, welcome to vlog number 7 and welcome to the infamous soccer mum car. Now I know what you're thinking, what the fuck is that? Yep, this bad boy got me here from England to Mallorca. Sounds like some kind of like rap song. Some dance, some trance. No, 2006 Renault Scenic Megane. Nothing wrong with this bad boy, bless her. She can pack a few Sainsbury's tea bags in her, and the pussy boys didn't mind travelling down on her. So vlog number 7. It's been a little while. I've been pretty busy work-wise, trying to ride, trying to keep on top of my health as well, which has been a little bit frustrating and annoying. But yeah, slowly getting somewhere with it, I guess. Nowhere particularly quick. But yeah, so I thought, as I've got a bit of time, I'm just waiting to pick my dad up from the airport, I'll give you a quick update. So what's been happening? What has been happening? Luton got a result today, 1-1, which isn't great, and you're probably all thinking, I don't give a shit. It's getting busier, much busier in the port. Weather's been absolutely spectacular. So since mid-January, when we had that big storm, Storm Gloria, it's been unbelievable. It's been between, I don't know, 15 to 20, 22 degrees each day. Nice and sunny. Yeah, it's been beautiful. I mean, it's a bit windy, but can't grumble with that. Went out for a decent ride the other day, what did we do? 80 kilometres in a little under 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I was just hanging on. I was just like, oh my god, don't leave me behind. Yeah, complete pussy. I'm not particularly strong at the moment, but as long as there's cake to be ridden to and a nice coffee, I'm there. So yeah, group of us went out to Samola 13, Jan Eric's place, and yeah, brilliant over there. Really nice homemade cake and wonderful coffee. They got like a rocket espresso machine, one of those fancy pants, kind of gold, you know, all that and all that jazz. And Esperanza, she serves a mean coffee. So that's in Sineu. And yeah, overall the port is getting busier. Quite a few, I think, was it February half term? A couple of weeks ago in Britain. And now I think in perhaps Holland and Denmark, I think there's a holiday. So quite a few youngsters out, which is really good to see, although they're like whippets. They're really strong, really fast, and they look super pro. I had someone ask me the other day about, could I do some work for, I think it's for nothing, but it'd be good for my profile. So it did make me laugh, and I kind of think, do you reckon my landlady would get away with me saying I'll pay her in kind, or I'll pay her with products I get free because it will help raise her profile? I don't think so. I think she's going to be like, no, Ottie, I need the money, the euros. I want to feel the fibre of your fabric. I think that was out of Lock, Stock, something like that, a good old film. So yeah, so you're always getting those people saying, oh yeah, we can do it, you know, do this or do this work, and it'd be good for your profile, and it'll be good for your social media, and it'll be good for, mate, unless it pays my bills, I don't really give a shit. Yeah. No, I'm okay, thanks. Yeah, so what else has been happening? People are getting a bit excited about the 312, the big event that happens at the end of April. There's 3 types of, it's like a big Gran Fondo Mallorca, big tour of Mallorca. And on the day, you only do, you sign up for the event. And on the day, you choose if you want to do the 167, the 225, or the 312, all in kilometres, thankfully, but all a bit too far for my liking. So more people are asking about bikes and sports massages and guided rides and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so don't leave it too late. Don't leave it too late if you need your bike serviced, because Dan in the shop is getting quite a few amazing, beautiful bikes in, wanting like new chains and new cassettes and, you know, a bit of TLC, a bit of Dan loving. So that's becoming really popular. So if you want to, see, it's so comfortable in here, just getting a little bit cozy. So if you do want to, just get in touch, either via, sorry, I keep looking out the window because there's normally a little dude that walks along and tells us all to move on. So I'm being really cheeky and sitting just before you pull up to the 15-minute bay. So I kind of park here, and then I wait to get a message from whoever it is I'm picking up, and then I scoot along, pick them up, and off we go up to the north. So I've just got to be a bit careful. So yeah, so get in contact either via the website or drop Handsome Dan a message on the website. There's his contact details, or drop me an email as well on oqservicecourse@gmail.com. Sports massages are getting really booked up. People are realising actually it's pretty good for them. Reason sports massages are good, why? Well, basically it helps recovery. It aids recovery, helps the sort of the blood flow, that helps get rid of all the toxins and all the debris in the muscles, helps you carry on. So wherever you live, wherever you're from, you might only do maybe 1 or 2 days on the bounce, like outside, like, you know, weekend warrior or whatever. You might be on the turbo every day, you might train a lot, but here you're going to do a lot more. So you're going to be training or riding, gosh, a few hours a day, you know, anywhere from 2, 3 up to 6 or 7 hours. Yeah, so you want to kind of make sure you have fresh legs, and particularly a lot of people always say about their lower back. Now, poor lower back is getting a lot of the grip and the grief for the top of the glutes. Glutes get really tight. So the top of the glutes, if you put your hands on your hip, physical hips, and your thumb will dig into your top of your bum. That's the gluteus medius. Now that, and a little bit lower, the piriformis, will really get tight. This is a lot of power comes from that, and particularly when you're in the saddle for that long, that's where you're getting a lot of pressure, a lot of issues going on there, which then pulls the pelvic girdle down and then puts a lot of pressure onto that lower back, that lumbar spine, all of that like lower segment. There's a muscle in there called the quadratus lumborum. That gets a lot of jip. And a really good thing, people tend to foam roll and some people stretch. I don't know many people that do, but a really good thing is to get yourself a like a dog ball. You know, those balls you play with dogs with, you can get them from like I know, Poundland, or we've got Chinese shops here that sell loads of that kind of stuff. And you can put that on the floor and then get into a good glute stretch. So bring one knee over the other and hold the knee in towards your body, and the glute that you're stretching, put the ball underneath your glute and do a little roll, and that will help. Basically, if you go to see me or someone else, we'll get our elbow and put it in there, and it's a similar kind of thing. So it helps what's called the glute medius and the piriformis to loosen, and then that will help the pelvic girdle just sort of reset itself, because normally, like I said in the last vlog, injuries occur from too much too soon too often. Okay, so with that, really good to help alleviate pressure. So if the glutes are getting really tight, when I was an anatomy teacher, and many of my physio clients will go, oh gosh, he's on about this again, but when I was a anatomy, physiology and pathology teacher, I used to talk about the body is like a ship, and the pelvic girdle is the hull of the ship, the spine is the mast, and the sails are the muscles. Now I'm a cyclist and I work with a lot of cyclists. I talk about the body being a wheel. Okay, so the hub of the wheel is the pelvic girdle, the rim of the wheel is the spine, and the spokes are all the muscles. Now if one spoke is out, guess what? I don't know if it sounds like I've said this before. If one spoke is out, the wheel is not true, so it's going to be buckled. So if your glute is really tight, it's going to be pulling your lower back down. If your upper back is tight, when you're in the drops or in the hoods quite a lot, and you're riding on your own, or you're really pushing on, then that's going to pull. It's like tug of war, and the weakest part will give in. So we tend to have quite strong quads and very strong and very tight hip flexors. So where they become really tight, it pulls in our hamstrings. Okay, so it's all that muscle imbalance. So massage is absolutely fantastic for that, particularly if you've got someone who knows what they're talking about, and particularly if you've got someone who knows functionally what you're going through. So as a cyclist myself, I know when I'm working on someone, I'm kind of like digging in and I'm thinking, oh, I could really do that right now. You know, my glutes are on fire, or the outside of my thighs, my vastus lateralis is getting really tight because of the hips and the knees. It's called the Q angle. As a female rider, we get wider Q angle, so tighter vastus lateralis, the outer part of the quad. So if you kind of release that relieves pressure in the knees, so you might get a bit of knee problems. So where the patella sits on the patella groove, so the kneecap sits in its little place, if the quadricep is too tight, it starts pulling it ever so slightly, causing a bit of grinding, a bit of crepitus, and that can cause pain. So when you do see someone, I say it's like a haircut. Not my haircut, because this is fucking awful, look at it, I do this all the time, but a massage is like a haircut. Get it more frequently, you can keep on top of stuff. If you're really busy, you've got lots going on, lots of events, you need it more frequently. So your haircut, you've got a fancy do, you have it done. If you've got an event coming up, you have more massages, okay? And then the massages don't have to be as deep and as much pressure, and your body actually gets used to it. So there's a thing called the pain gate theory. The brain actually releases a chemical receptor message to the muscle saying, I don't like this, this is painful. The muscles then go into spasm and go, I don't like this, and then it's harder. So the more frequently you have a massage, for example, once a month, just to keep on top of stuff for maintenance, and that's even if it's just you're just a everyday person, you're not like a professional, you're not racing, everyday person, once a month, perfect. Keep on top of the shoulders. If you get that mouse injury from working on the computer too much, keep on top of that. Also, what else? If you are a sports person, you've got a lot going on. I think I'm being flashed at now. 1 minute. Oh, no, it's okay. It's not the feds. I'll probably get fined for that. If you have got an event coming up, then make sure you get a little bit more frequently. So you have different types of massages. Now I know you're thinking, not those kind of massages. Well, unless you do get that kind of massage, it'll probably cost you a lot more money. I don't do them, okay? You have pre-event, post-event, and you have mid-event massages. So a lot of people come to me for the 312, or for the Ironman, or for a week of their team kicking their asses, and they come for a pre-massage, or they come for a post-massage, or they come for both. Post-massage is really good because you can really find those knots and really get into them, and kind of do like what we call a little bit kneading and really break down the tissues. Pre-event is more sort of like stroking, called effleurage. So we just kind of warm the muscles up, get them ready for the event. Okay, talking about that, when you do come to Mallorca, whatever you do, please come to either me or someone else who is qualified, who is insured, who does pay for all of the relevant things like the NIA, the Autonomo, has a nice shop, has free coffee, free Wi-Fi, all of those things. Do not go to the Chinese women on the beach. If you want that, then fine, but they don't wash their hands. They use baby oil, which if you've ever been massaged with baby oil, that's a different type of massage again. Sand goes everywhere, and if you watch them, they go from one person to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. They never wash their hands in between. Now, not being funny, that is minging. So make sure if you do have a massage, book up with someone professional, or someone at least, knows their stuff. And if they know their anatomy, even better, because then they're going to help give you a good home advice to go back with. And also, I don't want to see people too often. I prefer to see people less often, knowing that they're good, but more people, so it works out well. Anyway, this was a quick vlog, only because I'm in the middle of picking up my dad, so I'm sure I'm going to see a rock star guy in a moment rock up. For now, drop me a message, make sure you subscribe if you don't, and yeah, hopefully see a lot of you soon, because tomorrow's March and the cycling season officially kicks off tomorrow, so I'm really excited. And yeah, going to be riding bike quite a lot. I've got a lot of guided rides booked up, which I'm really excited about. I tend to guide between 1 and sort of 4 or 5 people. I've got a few bigger groups with quite a few individuals, which I love, because then I get to chat loads, eat loads of good cake, and take people to like really cool places around the island, and push myself a bit more as well, because when I'm riding my own, I just kind of do the same routes, whereas when I'm guiding, I think, I've not been there in a while, or I want to take that person there because that's really impressive, or and also tomorrow, big shout out, Saruta Verde, my favourite bagel and juice bar in Keimari, run by Lennart and his girls, opens tomorrow, so I'm going to be there. Might get my dad out on an electric bike. He doesn't know it yet. Might get him on a regular bike. He's 70 years old this year, so Sakalobra, here we come. Okay, for now guys, good to speak to you, and hopefully it won't be too long before the next one. Adios.